My name is Mavis Rivers. My jazz voice took me from Apia to Auckland to Hollywood and Las Vegas. I was born in Apia, Samoa on 19th of May, 1929. There were 13 of us children in the family, and we all grew up singing in the Mormon choir and creating musical events in our family home. That's how I got started. I was always around wanting to sing. My grandmother says she used to take me to her women's club meetings. I always had a ukulele in tow. Mavis, sing! I was singing before they asked. During the Second World War, I sang in my father's band to the American troops in American Samoa. In 1947, our family moved to Auckland. We lived in Grey Lynn. There weren't many Samoans in Auckland at that time, so yeah, we were sort of pioneers. I worked as a stenographer at the Farmers Trading Company and began to get singing work in clubs like the Peter Pan Club on Queen Street, the Orange Ballroom, and the Civic. I'd sing at night, come home, have a few hours sleep, then go to work and literally fall asleep on the typewriter. In 1948, I began to sing on radio and became very popular. I made my first record with Tanza in a basement studio in Shortland Street. I went on to record over 40 songs with Tanza. I performed at a famous concert in 1950 at the Auckland Town Hall. It was declared the first New Zealand jazz concert. The concert was recorded by running landlines down Queen Street to Shortland Street. And in 1953, I was accepted on a scholarship to Brigham Young University in Utah. And my adventures in the US began. I met musician David Cuttinggood. We married in Los Angeles and we had 2 sons. By 1958, I was signed up with Capitol. The first time I walked in the studio at Capitol, they treated me like royalty. I mean, when you hear the lush strings of the symphony players, you die. Because when they started to play, I started to sing. And then just sat down and started crying. What's the matter? They asked. I'm so sorry. You'll have to give me time to recover myself. I was thinking of my dad. I mean, look at me. I'm big time recording with Nelson Riddle. We did one number and then the string players applauded with their bows. So I started crying again. After Capitol, I was signed to Frank Sinatra's new label Reprise. At the very beginning, I was the only girl. There was Sammy Davis Jr., Frank, and me. I stayed with them until they merged with Warner in the late 60s. Oh, made a lot of singles. What fun we had. I returned to Auckland regularly through the 60s and the 70s and appeared with my son, musician-arranger Matt Cuttinggood, to appear in a royal variety show for the Queen at the St. James Theatre. I continued performing until my death, which occurred after a show in Los Angeles on 29th of May, 1992. Although I spent much of my life in the United States, I believe I hold a special place in the hearts of many Aucklanders who consider me as one of New Zealand's first jazz singers.